This weekend, the Federation warned that spending reductions mean that we'll be forced to adopt a paramilitary style of policing in Britain. Today, you've said that neighbourhood police officers are an endangered species. I have to tell you that this kind of scaremongering does nobody any good.
The police service is in crisis as a result of the cuts. They're being dragged from pillar to post. We hear talk of extra police officers on the street. They're not extra. They're officers that have had their rare leave days cancelled. They've had their 12-hour shifts that are now done routinely extended to 16 hours. They're not extra officers at all. They're from other duties and they're being burned out.
But more armed police officers on the streets than ever before, we're told?
No.
Armed police officers on the streets than ever before?
No, they're not. Basically, people that are alleging that are lying.
So the government are lying?
Yes.
Do we have more or fewer armed police now than we did in 2010?
We have protected the counter-terrorism budget.
Do we have more or fewer armed police than we had in 2010?
We have protected counter-terrorism policing.
Do we have more or fewer armed police than we had in 2010? I would like to ask you one more time. I want a straight answer. Do we have more or fewer armed police than when Theresa May became Home Secretary in 2010?
We
more
have
or less?
seen a protection and an increase in the budget for counter-terrorism policing.
There have been cuts to neighbourhood policing, cuts to community policing, cuts in exactly the place where you need to stop this ideology growing. Was this raised while you were Home Secretary as a problem, and what are you going to do about it? Thank you.
Well, it is absolutely right. I've set out in my speech today that I do think we need to take a much more robust approach.
Do you commit to restore those 20,000 police officers that were cut since 2010?
I have answered the question about policing.
Would it not be leadership to say that you would reverse those cuts?
You mentioned the control orders there, Laura. Of course, the control orders.
What about the neighbourhood policing budgets? You oversaw huge cuts to that. Those are the officers on the ground, the eyes and ears to generate intelligence. Was it a mistake to cut thousands of those?
We are protecting police budgets, as I say.
You've said this election is about leadership. Your own leadership has been called into question this morning by your former colleague, Steve Hilton, Director of Strategy under David Cameron, who said that you were responsible for these recent attacks. What is your response to him?